Here are the cringiest 90 Day Fiancé moments of 2020. Guys, 2020 was not the best year for most people, but for us reality TV fans, especially us 90 Day Fiancé fans, it was unbelievable. So let's not waste any time. Today we're doing a little bit of a different video, and we are going to watch the videos and the clips together. So let's not waste any time and jump right into this one. The first awkward and cringy and most unbelievable couple, for that matter, we have several clips, and that is Ed and Rose. So the first clip is Ed and Rose meeting. Boom, right there. Let's watch this, baby. Oh my God, there he comes. Ed is walking. He is looking, he is staring. Where is she? There she is! The love of his life! And he sees her, and oh my God. And Rose is looking, she's staring. She realizes he's about, 6 inches shorter than her. She looks happy, and look at that cute old smile by Ed. He's on cloud 9. Very awkward. And if their meeting wasn't awkward enough to begin with, because Ed clearly lied to Rose that he is taller than her when he clearly was not, what does Ed do? Ed brings up the elephant in the room and says, hey, let's go back to back and see who is taller. Let's do a little bit of measuring. And Rose, even when she is bending sideways, she's still got a couple inches on the poor guy. Oh my God. So Ed and Rose are happy. They are even in love, one would say. Now, unfortunately, things end up taking a turn for the worse. Before that, we have to watch my favorite clip of Ed and Rose ever. And I'm sure y'all know where I'm going at. It is right there.
I like the view.
And what does the Casanova himself, Ed, have to say back to that?
You're my best view.
Oh, Ed. He is just, I don't even know what to say. The guy is a major creep. Now, unfortunately, as we will see, after Ed just says that Rose is his best view, whatever that even means, he has to break her some bad news. Oh my gosh, some sad news. And that is that, as you can see, he breaks her the news that he does not want to have any children. And of course, Rose has made it very clear she wants to have several kids and have more of a family. And yeah, he just told her the truth, finally. But don't worry, we're just getting started with Rose and Ed. If the meeting of those two was not awkward enough, and him telling her that he likes the view was not awkward enough, this should do the trick. Because this is the scene, if you don't remember, when he tells her that her breath stinks. Oh, there's Ed giving her mouthwash. How polite, how kind. There's a mouthwash, there's a toothbrush. Oh, look, it's a kitty toothbrush, very cute. And he says, your breath is not very pretty. Well, hey, that's exactly what a lady wants to hear, right? And Rose says, well, actually, Ed, you jerk who just said that my breath stinks. It's not my teeth, it's not my breath, it is I have an ulcer, you jerk. That poor girl and that rude, creepy old man. That's all I'm gonna say to that. I have no other comment besides that was just rude and uncalled for and very just not, it wasn't the right place. It was very out of place. That's all I'm gonna say. And hey, like I said, we are talking about the awkward and cringiest moments of all of 90 Day Fiancé for 2020, and we have a lot of other couples, so now let's get going on some others. One of my other favorite and cringiest moments of 90 Day Fiancé, like of all time, is Lisa and Usman. If we're just talking straight drama and cringy, they were the cringiest, because we all knew, even people that have, impaired vision knew they are not together for the right reasons, and he is 100% using her without a doubt. Okay, well now Lisa came out and said that, like, she was, I don't even know. Supposedly Lisa was cheating on Usman, which that just sounds hard to believe and crazy, but we did hear the guy, I think his name was Terry, the mistress. I don't know what a man is if he's like a mistress, but anyway, we heard Lisa's, mistress in this situation, and yeah, he was just like, kind of honestly what you would expect of someone that would have an affair with Lisa. No offense. Anyway, they were one of the cringiest couples, and we could go down the list and I could show clips of all of the cringiness we saw from those two when they first met, and when Usman and Lisa first had a romantic night together, and you know what I'm talking about, and when Lisa, I don't even know. There was a lot of disgusting crap going on, but, that's neither here nor there. One of the cringiest and just the moments that made my heart melt was when they got legally married in Nigeria. And you gotta give this poor guy Usman credit, because I know he's a liar. He just is completely full of crap, but I will say, for him to legally marry Lisa just to get on a freaking TV show to better his career, because that's exactly the only thing he did. He got on the show just to become more famous with his music. You can like it or hate it, but either way, you gotta give the guy credit. He went through a lot to get on the show. And there she is, Lisa and Usman. This is very different than an American wedding, I will say. They are walking in together. Very different. And as you can see, the family is just saying, oh my god. Because let me just say, not only is this just completely off-putting and awkward and weird, physically, Usman and Lisa, they don't match very well. They are very different attraction levels, that's all I'm gonna say. But I am going to say, you know, Usman's family talked to Lisa and she got into a screaming match with like his brother. So I don't even care if Lisa looked like, I don't even know, freaking, you know, the prettiest girl, you know, I don't even know, J-Lo or something. Kate, come on. It's her personality and that rudeness is enough where I think that honestly just turned off Usman's entire family, let alone just the looks and the age and everything. I think it was just her personality that just got them going, why would you want to be with her? But there they are. They're sitting, they're getting ready. Very interesting style wedding. And now they're holding hands. It is beautiful. Look at him. He's the happiest man in the world, so he would say. And Lisa's all serious. She's taking this very serious. And it goes on and on and on of them reading their fake stupid vows. Hey, the crowd goes wild. Everyone's partying. We are happy. Everyone's got their phones out taking... Oh, wait, no. They're not happy. They seem actually incredibly mad. And that is Usman's brother who, yeah, he's not happy at all. He's actually really upset. He prays for them. Oh, great. That's a great start to a marriage, that he's saying that he prays for them. Great. Even the mom, okay, she's not very happy either, but then again, look at Usman, he is gung-ho. Well, gung-ho might be a little bit not the right word because he does not seem, okay, no, he's not happy. He seems actually very unhappy, but Lisa, she seems happy. And last but not least for this quicker video is one of my just favorite people on this show for drama. I don't like her as a person, but for drama and just hilariousness, laughing on the floor, laughing, that is Darcey and her sister, Stacy. And oh my god, they are just one of the funniest bunch. I never was a big fan of Darcey. I thought she was a drama queen. But then when she came around with Tom the second time around, I go, you know what? She's actually kind of funny. And then when she came around the third time with Georgi, I go, okay, yeah, no. She is freaking hilarious. And let me just say too, though, I feel bad for her kids and her family because she really has done some pretty embarrassing stuff on TV. But as an innocent bystander watching it, I will say she is hilarious. And when she met this man, Georgi, and we got to watch their, relationship. And it wasn't really 90 Day Fiancé. It was a 90 Day Fiancé spin-off with, Darcey and Stacy. It was their show, but it was still technically 90 Day Fiancé, and it was still freaking hilarious. So their relationship was a joke. It was just really dramatic and stupid and just weird. And of course, Darcey had to make it even more dramatic for the show, blah, blah, blah. But long story short, they had their ups and downs. They ended up quarantined together. When I say they, I mean Darcey and Georgi. And long story short, at the end of the season, guess who got down on one knee, kind of, and pulled a ring out of his pocket and asked her to marry him. And that would be that. Also, another Casanova right there. They are enjoying the day. They're on a boat, so romantic. And that's exactly how Darcey, she always wants this drama, but boom, there it is. The $1 million question, will you marry me? Of course, Georgi did not say, will you marry me? He just said, what about this? And he pulled a freaking ring out of his pocket. But Darcey, she's been waiting years and years and years for the engagement, and she is just sitting there looking confused. That's kind of weird. And I always thought this when I first watched this live. Why isn't she saying anything? Why isn't she talking? Okay, then I kept watching and I said, oh my god, is she crying? Okay, yeah, she's crying. Okay, now she's crying. And if I was Georgi, I'd put that ring back in my pocket and probably dive off the boat. But he's still sitting there. And what does he do? What does he do? Oh, great. He takes her hand. Wait, no. She pulls her hand away. Oh, now this is getting good. And once again, if I was Georgi, I would really take that ring, put it in my pocket, and seriously do a cannonball off the boat because I don't want to be, why would he want to marry her? But anyway, now we are back after commercial break. And he says the $1 million question, are you gonna marry me? Of course, what does Darcey do for more drama? She bursts into tears, and now she is crying. Fantastic, Darcey. And she says, screw it. Wait, no. No, she's not ready yet. Okay, now Darcey's doing something really awkward and weird with his hand, and Georgi's still sitting there saying, so are we gonna do this thing? Or what's the, what's happening? Are we gonna move forward, or are you just gonna keep crying, or what's the situation here? And I think he's starting to kind of get colder feet. I don't think he has cold feet, but he's starting to get, his feet are getting a little bit colder, if you know what I mean, because this is extremely uncomfortable and awkward and cringy. And Darcey says it. She goes, let's do this thing. You know, because Georgi says, I guess, he has to convince her, he has to tell her 5 times a day that he's madly in love with her. But Darcey, she's crying and she just says, let's do it. Let's get married. And there it is, the ring goes on the finger. Well, kind of snug, okay, really snug. But it fits on, barely, and they're getting married. Oh my God, beautiful, like a scene out of a movie, like a, you know, Nicholas Sparks movie. They are so romantic and happy. Yeah, Darcey and Georgi. I will say, I guess Darcey finally met her match with meeting Georgi, because I don't know if I know anyone that cringy and that awkward like him. If he's willing to do it, so be him. I feel bad for him. I wish him the best of luck. And guys, I know we are only talking about 3 clips where we are showing clips, but there are so many other cringy moments from Yolanda and Williams, and oh my God, all of, you know, let's just say Varia and the man that Varia was with. There was a lot of cringy moments with them, and oh my, we could go down the list. Do you guys remember Anna and Marcel? They were actually on the beginning of the year 2020, but they're mainly in 2019, but we got to see them a bit in 2020. Do you guys remember that couple? Oh my God, they were cringy, they were awkward. We got to see mainly Marcel, who was a straight-faced guy. We got to see him cry and be emotional, and it was extremely very, very, very awkward. And I could rattle off a list. I mean, we could, Jesus, oh my God, we could go all day. But now my question for you guys is, who is your most, well, I guess, what is the most cringiest, you know, thing you've seen of all 2020 on 90 Day Fiancé? If I had to pick a final, because the list I share was not in any, you know, particular order at all, but if I had to pick a final, I think the cringiest thing would be probably with Ed. And honestly, I hate to totally bash him, but really what was probably the cringiest thing about Ed for me is actually after the 90 Day Fiancé show, when he just kind of, you know, named himself the king of 90 Day Fiancé, and he was some big shot celebrity. For me, okay, that was the most awkward. That was incredibly awkward, because he was doing cameo after cameo after cameo, and he was acting like he was some big shot celebrity. He was walking around, people were taking pictures with him like this, and he was saying, you know, you're my best view, and it was awkward and cringy and stupid, because, you know, I really kind of feel like he kind of used Rose to get on the show. I thought it was kind of fake. And don't get me wrong, Rose was probably completely using him too, so it was a double-edged sword, but still, it was very cringy. And we could also talk about Colt. I mean, there was a lot of cringiness with Colt and Jess and Larissa in 2020. I mean, we could make a whole freaking, you know, show, a 45-minute show on the cringiness with just Colt, and he's right up there. If I had to pick one cringiness though with Colt, it would be, oh my God, do you guys remember the tell-all? It was like a 3-part tell-all of 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After, and do you guys remember when Colt went on there and was babbling and screaming and getting mad at Larissa and Jess about his love and romantic life? Do you guys remember that? Okay, that was one of the cringiest moments for me of probably maybe 90 Day Fiancé, but definitely with Colt of 2020. But I want to hear from y'all, so give it to me straight. Put in the comments below what y'all think the cringiest moments, the most awkward moments of 90 Day Fiancé of 2020. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's a little bit different. I don't usually show clips. I would love to show more. I'm trying to work on my video editing skills and everything else and see how everything else works. But I hope to do more videos like this. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you do, I will definitely do some more. Well guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button, comment below your thoughts. I want to hear what is the cringiest moment of 2020 in 90 Day Fiancé, and also if you enjoyed this video, please hit that subscribe button. Well guys, thank you all so much for watching, and y'all better stay tuned for many more videos.